now we're at the back of the range, going to hit some long irons and some middle irons and work on a couple training aid type stuff. What we're going to do just to start off is I'm going to show a couple down the line videos of both Alex and Ryan just to see where their swing's at right now. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do.
Should we hit?
You can grab 7 or 6, whatever you're more comfortable with. So what's the normal ball flight, like right to left? What do you like to see?
I really just go for like a dead straight ball flight.
Okay.
And then, you know, if I need to work it, I'll try to do that. But ultimately, I always just try to go for a straight ball flight.
Okay. If there is a miss?
I'm probably going to miss right.
Okay.
Anything.
All right, so do you think is that missing right of your target, or is that dead straight?
I felt like that was missing right of my target.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Brian. All right, Alex, if you can hold this one for me, I'm gonna ask you just guys a couple questions. All right, so when I talk about swing path in relation to club face, I asked you, Alex, why or where you think you missed to your target. You said you thought you missed right.
Yeah.
Where do you think your path is in relation to your target? Are we swinging to the right, to the left, or straight at it?
I feel like I was swinging straight at it, but my aim might have been a little off.
Okay, so what I noticed is when we're looking down the range, essentially you're set up towards that green or white and black striped pole, whatever that is. I'm kind of colorblind.
Yeah.
And essentially you would swing just a little bit to the right of that.
Okay.
So when you say you miss right, it's not a result of your club face being open.
Okay.
It's actually, that's where your path is pretty much started.
Okay.
And if your club face is just a little bit closed to that path, that's when you get it to work back to the left.
Gotcha.
So it's not really a face issue. It's more of a... And it's not
Setup.
even a path issue.
Almost
It's maybe just a setup thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Shabani, I don't think I've ever seen you hit a ball to the left in my life.
That's been my general miss for the past, I don't know, summer.
Yeah, really? Okay.
So
I guess for the next few swings, I'm just going to throw down some alignment sticks just to see what the divot looks like in relation to where your feet are aimed. I'm also going to take a look at where you start your shoulders, just because that's really important too, just as much as it is with your lower body. So, Alex, if you want to step up again, we'll throw some alignment sticks down. We'll go ahead and I'll ask you to set up to, let's set up to the red and white first pole here. Yep, just so it's easiest to see. Alright, so before you take a swing, pretty much dead at it. We might be a little bit right, so that's already a little bit of the tendency potentially to miss right. So we're gonna go ahead and like step off of that just a little bit. We're gonna adjust it just a hair to get it started right at that pole. Now do your whatever is comfortable to you swing wise. Then we'll see which way that divot's going. So without getting too concerned where that went, that's obviously a beautiful swing. There's nothing wrong with that. So what we would say that is right there. That divot's basically starting right where that ball started. It's this one essentially right there on the right. Yeah, the rightmost. How it's kind of angled off this way so you can see the toes kind of making this hits the ground here first.
Yeah.
So it's angled out to the right just a little bit. So we're not going to ask you to change the plane of your swing by any means because you're flushing it. The only thing if you do miss to the right and you think that is a miss, you might choose to set up maybe a little bit left of your target.
Okay.
Just from here on out.
Okay.
And then whenever you start missing left, maybe just a hair. So go ahead and, yeah, I'd say, there you go, perfect. A little left off that blue stick. All right, that was an outlier. That was just an outlier. Go ahead and hit one more.
Right.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, Shermandi. So we got the stick essentially at that first marker there. And you said your miss is left.
Yeah.
And when you miss left, does it start left and go left or kind of start straight and go left?
Usually starts straight and goes left.
Okay. Alright, I'm just going to come to the face on real quick. Give me one more. Alright. So it's hard to really see what impact looks like without, going back and looking at it. But like honestly, how many times in your life have you ever been told that you're just a hair quick at the top?
A few times.
A few times, all right.
few times.
few times hair quick at the top. Now, like that's tempo. Like by no means would I ever be like, hey man, just slow down at the top because like I have fast tempo myself, so like that's just not something that works. Something that might work though, as far as just like to eliminate those kind of quick misses, is just to think 3/4. Not like your swing's long by any means, but like just that mental thought, think 3/4, that sometimes just slows the body down.
Okay.
So maybe just try that on the next couple swings. So is that like what the miss typically looks like?
Yeah.
Really? And do you know what, realistically, in like the sequence, do you know what causes like that to happen as opposed to the one that you hit dead straight?
I feel like when I get to the top, I start my body a little fast, and then I come across.
The lower body or upper body fast?
Upper body.
Yeah,
Well,
that's exact. All right, that's exactly. Yeah, so like the way like it works, like the kinematic sequence is obviously from the top. So what you got to do is make sure the lower body is what starts to swing. If it's the upper body, it's going to be very easy to come across it. And if the club face is closed, you see that left going left swing, and if it's open, it's that pull cut.
Yep.
Which, since freshman year, since I've played with you, like it used to be the pull cut,
Yeah.
but now I guess it's the face is closed. So I guess one thing to be, and I don't have it with me today, would be if you could lean up against something, if there's something up against your left-hand side,
Okay.
to kind of feel as if like you're setting. Hold on this for a second. Yeah. So if you had, you could use an alignment stick for sure, but from the top of the swing, if you feel as if it's against the top, that's just turning, it's not going to be very easy to do anything other than coming over it a little bit. So when the path is left, you always assume that the top, and then the ball starts turning left. So from the top, what we want to see is to the top, but so the hands like naturally drop into this slot here, kind of like what Alex does a little bit. He really gets that club going to the right, which is great if you want to hit that little push draw, like just like a, sort of like a straight ball. So on the next couple, I guess we can try with this alignment stick to kind of feel yourself, at least going into it and then turning through, to drop your hands into the slot a little bit.